theatre got me on stage. Being a bouncer gave me the stories because this shit writes itself. I stood outside of clubs for like over 15 years. Do you know how much material there is watching you people go out and get drunk every night of the weekend? Because that's the one time that you all go out and you are yourselves. Because we all spend probably about 70% of our time pretending to be someone else. Because when you're at work, you are not the real you. That's why we like the weekends, because you take off your fake smile mask, you fuck that off, and you go and enjoy the 2 days where your opinion actually matters. Like none of you are you at work. Like, I think we've got at least two personalities. One is the real you, and that's who you are on WhatsApp. Yeah. In your little WhatsApp groups, that's the real you. The second is what I call your CV, your resume self, which is the character based on the real you with just enough left out that you don't get fucking sacked. That's how it works, and I've figured it out. I know what we should do. I think, and think about your jobs for this, I think in every industry sector, every workplace, I think we should have 1 day a year, like the Purge. Just 1 day. Think about your jobs. 1 day a year where you can say and do whatever you want, and no one can say a word about it. Like how great would that? Well, how great would that be? 1 day where you can do. Yeah, we can do it. Do you know what? I don't even want the big things. Like I'd be happy with the little changes. This is what I want. I want to start my day by walking in the office and getting, "Good morning, Emmanuel. Fuck off, Lauren." That's it. That's all. That is all I need. You look like a nice person. What do you do for a job?
Makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist, right? If you could do like 1 day a year, you can do what you like. What would you do? And there's no wrong answer. Literally, I asked this lady once what she would do, and she worked in a care home. I said, "You got 1 day a year. What would you do?" She didn't even answer. She just went. I was like, "Wow, fuck." It's bad, isn't it? What would you do? Stab someone with mascara hole? Like, what would you do?
I think just like fuck it up is what I do.
Just fuck up someone's face. You would. Joe, that got dark. She's gonna cut someone. This one, isn't she? Yeah. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. So I did a show and I asked this lady what she would do, and I asked her because she was this little old lady. She was like this frail thing. She looked like everyone's TV grandmum. She was adorable, and I thought if I ask her, she'll say something adorable, then I can say something messed up, and that's where the comedy was going to come from. So I specifically asked her because she was this little old frail old thing. She was really old. She was about 60, and. Okay, are we going to do this thing where we all pretend that 60 is not old? Is that what we're doing? Is that where we're going to go? 60 is not old. 60 is not old. All right. Okay. If I tried to sell you a 60-year-old TV, which means, oh yeah, I'll buy that young-looking TV off you. That's not. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's old. Like age is relative. It depends on where you sit on the scale. For some people, 60 is very, very young. And we don't care what they think because they won't be here for much longer. But to some people, 60 is very fucking old. Like when I was 18, the town that I grew up, we had this nightclub which was open every night of the week, and me and my friends used to go at 18 every single night of the week, apart from a Thursday, because on a Thursday was over 28s. Do you know what we called that night? Grab a granny night. That's what we called it. 28. Grab a granny. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's old. And plus, when something's older, it's normally more valuable. And I thought this lady's going to give me a valuable answer. That's why I asked her, because she was lovely. She worked for a charity call centre, and she was adorable. And I said, you've got 1 day a year. 1 day a year, you can do whatever you like. What would you do? She said, I would take the kettle and pour boiling hot water on that fucking bitch's hands that keeps leaving her coffee cups on my fucking desk. Right? So, Ethel, you are dark. Is that it?